Most of you may already be familiar with our next speaker. She is a popular figure in the Philippine cybersecurity industry. Kay Piambing Arroyo is an APAC commercial leader at Darktrace, responsible for increasing the adoption of Darktrace's award-winning enterprise immune system. With over 12 years of experience in enterprise information security, she engages with CIOs, CISOs, and IT experts to fully understand their security challenges and address how the enterprise immune system provides a unique approach in detecting advanced persistent threats, insider attacks, and other live threat scenarios. Please put your virtual hands together to welcome Kay Piambing Arroyo.
So here in the demo, I'd like to highlight two things. One of which is how Darktrace immune system can make sure that you have visibility, whether it's a SaaS or cloud, and especially now that you want to make sure that the person is logging in at the right place. So this is the case of David Smith. So David Smith's story is that he is a CFO for an organization, and part of his job is to be able to travel from one country to another. Now, what we're going to take a look at right now is this incident that happened to him with an unusual login source for a key user, and it happened on a certain time and date. So with the use of the threat visualizer and this is our award-winning user interface, you'll be able to see a lot of things in one go. On an executive overview, you will be able to see some details about David Smith. If you see a green halo hovering above it, it means that it's anti-Geno controlled. And you have the devices here that'll tell you where he connected to. Now, I opened up the device event log so that similarly, you will also see in detail all the connections that David Smith did. So let's press play through the playback button, and you will see that he is connected to this certain device with this credential David Smith Holdings Inc. And he successfully logged into his Salesforce account in the UK. So we know that David Smith is in the UK doing his usual work. Now, there are successful connections, but at some point, there was a login failure in his Dropbox in Ecuador and another login failure in Office 365, signaling that somebody could be hijacking his account. But all of a sudden, there was a successful login in his Salesforce in that same place, Ecuador. And you can see here that the enterprise immune system has flagged it as an unusual country for login. Now let's press play again and see what is going to happen. Anti-Geno responded in a matter of seconds by blocking the geolocation in Ecuador, so that if the attacker is successful in getting the credentials of David Smith, the platform was able to respond right away by enforcing strict login policy globally for David Smith at Holdings Inc. So that whatever the plan of the attacker is, it will not succeed. And that is through the use of the AI to enterprise immune system and anti-Geno. Now, another feature that I'd like to show you is this little icon here that looks like a brain. If I click on it, it will bring me to the Cyber AI Analyst. If you can see here, we have about fewer incidents that were stitched together compared to this certain view. This certain view is the threat model, threat trace, wherein you can see a lot of the existing threats within the organization. The Cyber AI Analyst will be able to correlate all these threats so that it can show you the severe ones that we need to investigate. One incident we can take a look into is the incident of CJD123 Holdings Inc. Now let me open that. And with the use of the cyber AI analyst, we can start investigating. So we can see here that a lot of things happen in a short period of time, probably 2 to 3 hours. What we can do here is expand this one and quickly go through over it by starting here at TCP scanning of multiple devices. So you can see this device with all the pertinent details that we need to know, some related model breaches, and an overview of what has happened. So apparently this device started scanning different IPs. And you can see here the details of the IP ranges that are included, the number of unique scanned IPs, and the key ports. Now within probably the next 5 minutes or less than 30 minutes, you will see that there is an activity related to that same offending device, which is SMB raises suspicious files to multiple devices. Again, you see an overview here, related model breaches there, and the details here. Which, if we read, we can say that this particular device wrote some with this size, this file name, and the destination shares at this point. You can see it. It's $C means it's hidden. The file name, the size, again, the number of unique shares, and the timestamp. And then within 2 to 3 hours, here is the last activity that offending device did, which is a possible HTTP command and control to multiple endpoints. Again, same offending device. This is the executive summary. You will see here that this endpoint, with the use of a suspicious application, started contacting dangerhost.xyz. And this is the timestamp. You can see the rarity. It means it has never before seen by Darktrace that this certain device is connecting to this host name. It will even show you the details like the recent destination IP, total connections, URIs, port, method, status code, if it's successful or not. Now, if you are analyzing and doing some forensics, you also want to know, are there other endpoints that CJD123 contacted? The cyber AI analyst will be able to show you. And these are the additional endpoints that CJD123 contacted. Now, similarly, you also want to know, are there any other devices within my organization that is contacting that host name? Then the cyber AI analyst will be able to show you if there are any other connecting devices that are included. So you can see here a lot more similar to CJD123 are connecting to that host name. The cyber AI analyst will be able to show you also the attack phases that this device is already involved with, like establishing the foothold, internal reconnaissance, or lateral movement. If you need to discuss it with a human analyst, it's available here wherein you can just type a message for them so that they can quickly interact with you and give their inputs about the situation. You can also download the incident as PDF. Now, it's already difficult coming up with a forensic threat hunting investigation, and it's a different problem to be doing a report for that. With the cyber AI analyst, it's already making it easier for you by being able to generate a report so that you can just show it to the key people who are involved, or if you're doing the forensics and investigation. A lot of other things you can do here. And pretty much that is what the cyber AI analyst can do for you. Again, it's a force multiplier. It acts quickly, being a first line of defense in terms of investigation for your team. So that's it about the demo.